Good morning, guys. Welcome to CA and CA Foundation, your first class. How many of you here did not come for the orientation about a week, 10 days back? Did not come for orientation? Okay, fine. Then, how many of you here attended the basics class of last 1 week? Basics of accounts? Fine. Rest of them who didn't attend, are you all clear with the journals and all of that? Basics, okay. So we'll start off, guys, and before that, online live, just to check those who are watching on Google Meet, am I audible clearly for you? Are you able to see everything clearly? Online live. Online? Yes. Okay. And here, is it clear? Have a mild sore throat, but able to hear clearly, guys? Perfect. Okay. So I'll give you the agenda for the day. Today is predominantly going to be, we're going to split the class into 3 parts. The first part is going to be basic introduction about the subject and how I'll be taking the subject for you all. We might spend about 20-30 minutes, not more than that. We will also be doing student introduction, but if I start the student introduction today, in class munjuru. If I call each one of you here, talk and go back there, class will get over today. So we will do the student introduction over the course of our classes. It might take 1 month or 2 months. Daily, 3-4 students will do it. Okay. Now, how many of you here do not know Tamil? Sir, I am 0 in Tamil. Okay. 1, 2. No problem. 100% of our classes will be in English. But here and there, jokes alone, I will tell in Tamil. Somebody can translate to the non-Tamil students. Is that fine? Only jokes, not 0.1% of the class will be in Tamil. All the concepts will be in English. You don't have to worry about it. Anybody wants me to re-explain a concept in Tamil, you can ask me. I will explain in Tamil or Telugu. Little bit of Hindi I can manage. I'll get some help to translate. And I can manage little bit of Hindi. Even though my second language was Hindi, unfortunately, it's not fluent. I can watch a movie and understand, but not speak. Okay, so I can understand to an extent. Okay, so we will have introduction in the start. Then we will proceed to law, which is a completely new subject for all of us. And we will proceed later, post your breakfast and all of that, to accounts. Now, let me introduce myself. I am Karthik Manikonda, by profession a chartered accountant and a company secretary. I have been taking classes for more than 5 years now. I'll be handling entire law and accounts for you guys. Okay. So whenever in the group you see schedule, today is accounts or law class, we will have both in a day. So you're going to carry both the books and come. Nothing much, it's hardly 2-3 books. So in the group, if you see, it's my class, Karthik's class. You're going to bring what? Accounts, and anybody joined only for law or accounts? Only for accounts and law, then no problem. So when you come to the class, now I wanted to ask, anybody joined only accounts, no law? Only law, no accounts, nobody like that. Perfect. Okay. Because we will decide today 7 to 8 law, 8 to 10 accounts, based on the class flow, based on your decision. Clear, guys? Is that all clear for you? Yes. Okay. Now, let me get into introductions. Introduction of how the class will go on. Do you all know the 4 subjects of foundation first? Inna subject padika porom. What am I going to study? Do you know that? I'll be quick with that. Let me not take much time. Our introduction is going to be maximum 30 minutes. Then let's straight away get into the subject on day 1. You have 4 papers. Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 and paper 4. First is going to be your accounts, which is going to be for 100 marks, which is a 3 hours exam. Clear, guys? Which we'll be dealing with. Paper 2 is again called law plus BCR, business correspondence and reporting. Why did we have BCR here? English, basically English. School notice making, letter writing, past tense, present tense, future tense. So law will be for 60 marks, BCR for 40 marks in the same paper, combined 100 marks for 3 hours. Then comes third paper, everybody's favorite subject, maths. Okay. Maths will again be for 100 marks, but it's a 2 hours paper. 2 hours paper for 100. Then comes the last paper, economics plus BCK, 50 plus 50 marks. Economics you studied in school, micro, macro, extension of that, and BCK is a new subject but not completely new. It talks about who is the CEO of Google, MCQ, they'll put option A Sundar Pichai, B, C, D, you have to select. A subject like that talks about business studies of school, extension of that. This is again for 100 marks, again for 2 hours. The first 2 papers is a descriptive paper, accounts, law and BCR. You have to write the exam. The next 2 is MCQ. I'm sure most of you know, but at least for those who are coming for the first time, sir, no idea, sir, I just came and joined CA Foundation. You should know what you are going to learn. These are your 4 papers. All put together is for 400. You need to get how much to pass? 200 to pass. That means each paper you have to get 50-50, but actually individual paper pass score is 40. So if you get 40 in accounts, you have to get 60 in law. But we don't care about this because our target is going to be 300 out of 400. Easily we are going to target minimum 300, and it's very much possible for all the 70-75 of us over here, including 10 watching online live. Easily possible, guys, easily possible. This is about the 4 papers we are going to write. Now for me, a little bit to understand about you guys, how many of you here are from CBSE background in school? State metric, online I also can put in the chat. Okay, state metric, fine. How many of you here are students from Chennai, staying with family? How many of you here came to Chennai for classes? I'm staying in hostel or looking for hostel, sir, but I'll be staying in hostel. Okay. How many of you here college going students, college with CA, or looking, sir, seat critical, sir, but I want to join college? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rest of you school, school CA, no college or college in correspondence. Perfect. Okay. Just for me to understand the composition of the crowd and all of you guys. Clear, guys? Okay. Next. Let me proceed. There are 3 rules for our class which I want you all to follow. Once I am done with these 3 rules, we will straight away get into the subject. Okay. 3 rules for our classes for both offline and online. I'm calling it rules, but it's guidelines I want you all to follow. Did you all get new notebook? Yes. If not, get it soon. Don't get this short size notebook, long rule size notebook. Okay. Rule number 1. I want you all to take a lot of running notes. I will give you notes. You will have notes. That is secondary. I want you to take a lot of running notes. You will understand why in some time after now. What do you mean by running notes, sir? You can actually study from the book in your house, correct? But you come to the class for what? Because I'm lazy, sir. Weekly I won't study. To understand the concept better, correct? So, to understand the concept, there are few things which will not be there in any book you buy. Even if there are 1,000 books in the market, whichever book you buy, there are few things which is not going to be there in the books. Irrespective of any class, which you have to make a note. while the class is going on. That's called running notes. That's a lot of knowledge for you. I will demonstrate in the next few days. You will understand why. That is point number 1. Point number 2, the class style. I'll be following a C plus M style, where C stands for concept, M for memory. We'll be focusing 70% on understanding the concepts, 30% to memorize those in the class itself. Memorize in the class. Our intention is to understand the concept, learn and remember in the class, go home and do other subjects, maths, economics, BCR. Clear, guys? So concept plus memory, that is the style I will be adopting. You will understand as the class keeps going on. In memory, we will have a lot of memory techniques, because end of the day exam you have to remember a few things. So we will have a lot of memory techniques where I will split you into teams. We will have presentation over here. We will have read and write. Multiple techniques where I want you all to participate. Okay, we will have Instagram Reels competition, this, that, lot of things, guys, in the class, to ensure the class is fun at the same time you are learning. 3, I want the class to be interactive. This is not a college or a school session where I am going to talk for 4 to 5 hours. You are going to sit down here and look at me. In 20 minutes, somebody will sleep. I'll wake you up. Hey, come on, wake up. No, we are not here to do that. It has to be interactive. Whenever you have a doubt, lift your hand. I'll address it then and there. Or if you are scared to ask doubt in the class, end of the class, I'll be here only for next 20-30 minutes. You can ask me the doubts here. Or I will also share my WhatsApp number. It's already there in the group. You can WhatsApp me anytime for the doubt. Adukku night 3 manikku. Don't call me, sir, I have a doubt. Unless next day is exam, I'll give exemption of 1 day. Are you all clear, guys? Okay. I want it to be interactive. Now coming to a few specific rules for those watching online. We have roughly about 10 to 15 watching online. For online students, okay, I will make you all in memory techniques read and repeat a concept multiple times. We will do it in some time. You will write a few things multiple times. Repeat with me multiple times. Are you all following, guys? Yes or no? Guys, I can't hear. Can I say yes, guys? Can we proceed with the class? Hello? I wanted you guys to be loud. Are you all following? Okay. Online live also, I want you to repeat. Sir, how will you hear me, sir? I am sitting in my house in front of the camera, in front of the system, in a room. You repeat even if you are alone. You come to class for that competitive atmosphere. When everybody repeats, even if you don't repeat, you will feel like repeating over here. But online, I want you guys all to repeat in your house. For example, when I ask, are you all understanding? Here everybody will tell, yes, sir, or yes. Sometimes they'll say, sometimes they won't say. But online live, I want you all to repeat yes in your house also. Point number 2 for online. Online class, only my shirt is seen. Can I come to class here by wearing shorts, shirt and chappal and take the class? Nobody can see, no, only my shirt is seen here. Can I come and stand like that? Will you accept? Why? Why? The environment matters. So those who are watching online live, create that classroom environment in your house. Sir, I am lying down on the bed, sir. I am going to lie down and watch the class. You will sleep in some time. Sir, I have not taken bath, sir. I just woke up, didn't even brush my teeth, sir. I am just sitting for the class. If you come for the class, everybody is brushing only and coming. You want to take bath and come to class. Most days, sir, someday I got late, sir. Okay, you will come and you will ensure perfume put, you will come to class. Student sitting next to me should not understand. It's a small class. If one student also has not taken bath, we will all easily find out. Okay. So if you come to class, you are going to take bath, dress up and come to class. So online live also, do the same thing. Do the same thing. Get ready and sit down. Instead of sitting down with shorts, sir, I'll sit on my bed, sir. I'm going to sit inside blanket and watch the class. Don't do all those things. You create the environment for the class in your house. You will start enjoying the class. We are here to enjoy the subject. We are not going to learn here something by force. Clear, guys? So 3 rules: running notes, conceptless memory techniques and interactive. Loudly interact. What are the rules? One is running notes. One is running notes. Two, conceptless memory. Three is interactive. I want it to be very interactive. Whatever doubts you have, you ask me. Now let's straight away get into the subject. The first session I'm going to deal with law. They call it business laws for 60 marks. Leave all the subject. I'm going to give you a small example. Let us all go back to the year 1950. Time travel, Doctor Strange. I'm taking you all back to 1950. Assume now we are in the year. Hello. 1950. Now we are in the year 1950. You might have seen only in movies, but now we are actually in the year 1950. Do we have internet? Do we have smartphones? Do we have vehicles? Few vehicles, some one or two bikes might be there. You might have seen in movies, some tram, train might be there. That's all. So in 1950, assume you are traveling on the road. How do you travel? By walk. Predominantly by walking, wherever you have to go. Only the privileged people will go in train or private vehicles or some buses. I'm not sure if 1950 was there. So my question, in 1950, did we have traffic jam? Why? Because there were no vehicles in 1950, correct? So, since there was no traffic jam, there were, what to say, no traffic signal, no zebra crossing, no signboards, go speed limit, nothing was there, correct? So, as time kept passing, 1960s, 70s, 80s, and as time kept going on, vehicles kept increasing on the road, correct? Somewhere around 1990s, around that time, we had a lot of vehicles. Now, as vehicles kept increasing, what was the problem? Traffic kept increasing. That means we had roads, but we had to properly lay the roads and we had to keep signals. Why? To control the vehicles, otherwise people will not follow, correct? People will not follow. This traffic jam problem, is it for the entire country or just for one area? Entire country. So, since there was a problem which was for the entire country, we had to address it. Yes or no, guys? So, for that reason, we introduced something called Motor Vehicles Act. What does Motor Vehicles Act do? It tells, follow traffic rules. If you want to drive, get a driving license. Go in speed limited. Red means stop. School is there, hospital is there, go slow. If ambulance is coming behind you, give way. All those are specified in the Motor Vehicles Act. You need separate license for a bike with gear, Activa without gear. Separate license for a four-wheeler. All this is mentioned in Motor Vehicles Act. For what purpose? To control traffic jam. Because it's a problem. Yes, your name. Badri. So Badri is saying, sir, living in apartment, my neighbor is troubling me, sir. Night I want to sleep at 11 o'clock to wake up and come to class. Night only is starting the speaker system, putting some nice music, full sound, whole night. I am not able to sleep. What you will do, Badri? Police. He will complain to the society. First he will go and talk to the neighbor. Night la podadinga na thoonga poren class irukku. I have to wake up. Please don't put music. He is not listening. Full sound is increasing. So you will complain to the society. Your neighbor is the society president. What you will do? You will complain to the police. Then police came. Then president spoke. President and the police were good friends from childhood. What you will do? Shift the house. Okay. You will try something so that he reduces the music. Correct. Now, you are going to the government and saying, please pass a law. Nightless in apartment, Music should not be kept. Can the government pass the law to address Badri's problem? Why? It's a problem only for individual called Badri and not for the entire country. Not for the entire country. So when a problem is common for the entire country, we have something called law, call it rules to regulate the problem, to help solve the problem, keep some guidelines, able to follow. That's all law is. That's all law. Law is all about common sense. It's a beautiful subject, easy to score 60 on 60. It's only common sense. It's only common sense. Even if I do not teach you anything in this and straight away go to an exam question, I am sure you will know the answer to it. We will demonstrate that today itself. I will take an exam question of a chapter which you don't even know from a law, which we have not even learnt. I will ask you to answer that 5-mark question. I can guarantee all of you will get the correct answer. Then why, sir, class? You should know how to present an exam. This is answer is yes. But why yes? Yenda concept we have hundreds of concepts, correct? Which concept do I write is what we have to discuss. Clear, guys? All of you able to follow? Understanding law is all about common sense. Let me give you one more example. In India, India is a developing country or developed country? How do you measure the growth of India? Oh, very good. School you studied GDP. Any other factor? Per capita income, not economics class, guys. Example da solra. Okay. Per capita income. What is per capita income? What is the income of single person? How do you compute per capita income? GDP divided by total population. You will get per capita income. Sir, I tell you, sir, I am a science student. GDP is nothing but total sales of all the companies, firms in India. Irukra full sales. Evlo business nadakku? 10 kodi, 10 crores, $10 trillion. Total business divided by, or in other words, I'll give you easily, total. It's not the correct formula, but for easy to understanding, total income of India divided by total population of India gives me per capita income of India. The higher this gets, India is developing, is a benchmark they have kept. So the government and all the policies will want to increase this per capita income. So to increase per capita income, what should I do to the formula? Increase total income or GDP, or is decreasing population in government's hands? Can government control population? If government tells, will people listen? No. So population is not in our hands. That too, this year we have broken the record. School when I studied, India was the second highest populated country, correct? Now India has become we have crossed China. Come on, guys, we have crossed China. So denominator is increasing day by day. That means numerator I have to increase more. That means more income should increase, means more business should be set up, more sales should be set up. This is a formula used in 2023 or from 1950s. From the beginning, 1950s, same formula for GDP, correct? So to increase total income or to increase GDP means I have to increase sales. If I have to increase sales, more number of business, more number of jobs should be created, more number of opportunities should be created. Yes or no, guys? Okay. So now in this case, if I have to increase all of this, if more businesses come, will more problems come? Can you tell me some examples of few problems that you see in businesses day to day, common problems? Pollution, okay. Competition. Then, sir, I sold goods, customer not paying, correct? risk of customer. Whom do we, customer is called as consumer or debtor. Debtor is not paying the money. You call that bad debts. Then what are the other problems? Tell me problems within the financial statements. Problems within the financial statements. Inaccuracy, okay. Then, or with business related. Creditors, I am not paying to the creditor. Customer fighting with me. You sold goods, quality is not good. Correct? I sold goods, he will tell, I want refund. This is not good. Happened to you. You purchase something, anything, whatever it is, many times. Labor demanding more salary and wages, very good. So labor is demanding, trade unions, lot of salary. Online live can participate. Online live, just unmute and tell me a hi. Anybody unmute? Tell good morning, unmute. Just to see if I can listen to you all. Praveen, yes, online live. Yeah, we are able to hear you. What you talk, the whole class can hear. Okay, there's a speaker over here. But what students here talk, online will not be able to hear for the time being. Second mic is being arranged, so I will pass it on here. So what you talk, ask your doubts, they'll be able to hear. And one more thing I missed to tell, this projector is clear. This has some blur up. New projector is ordered already, paid for it. It was supposed to come yesterday. Delivery is on Monday morning. So next 3-4 days, this also will become like that. So those who are sitting there, not an issue. Those sitting here, you have to tolerate for today's what day? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 days you have to manage with this. The rest of the 4-5 months, this will become like that. Okay guys, okay. So all these are problems. These problems common to one business or whole of country? Whole of country. So the whole of country is facing problem when they sell what? Goods. So to address this problem, you have an act called Sale of Goods Act 1930. Are you able to follow guys? Part of our syllabus. Logic, understand the logic. I am not going to teach you what's in the book. I do not follow the approach, sorry. I will teach you why something is there in the book. Why are we learning something? Keep asking the question, why? Why yesterday Dhoni didn't go to bat? You will not have the answer. So keep asking why. Those who follow cricket, I will use little bit of cricket examples. Everybody watches cricket. Who doesn't, sir? Cricket Pakamata, sir. I hate cricket. Straight up. We have predominant of them. Okay, I will try to use other examples. But those who don't watch cricket, do you know something called IPL is there? Dhoni, Kohli, all that. You know what's cricket? Bowling, batting, 1 over has 6 balls. So like that, some examples to teach concepts only. We will not discuss about score and all in class. Just the concepts. Okay. Clear guys? So one of the acts of your syllabus is done. Clear? You totally have. Guys, I want you all to participate. I want you all to participate. Let the class be extremely interactive. I want your energy levels to go up. Okay. Now the class is going to be very interactive. I'll give you one example. I'll give you one very important example. When I went for interview after clearing my CA, I worked in Deloitte for 2 years. Then I went to another job for interview. Everybody knows Agarwal Eye Hospital. Those who are from Chennai or India will know this. If you are not from Chennai, it's an eye hospital, like how big Apollo is. For eye hospital, they are a recognized brand. They have branches even in Africa. 12 branches of Agarwal Eye Hospital is there in Africa also. Big brand. So I went there for interview. One ma'am took my interview. She was the CFO of the company. She was a CFO. She took the interview. Interview went well. They said, we'll tell you results in few days time. Happened long back before COVID. Then I wanted to understand how is the team. If I'm going to work somewhere, yaar kuda work pandra, with whom I'm going to work. I need to understand, correct? So I asked them, can you show me around the office? I want to see the team. Then ma'am said, she called her PA, please show Karthik the team and introduce him to people. Whether he gets selected or not is secondary, but let me have an introduction. So under ma'am, there were about 10 chartered accountants working, 10 CAs working. But ma'am was an MBA. Under MBA, there were 10 CAs working. Predominantly in most companies in India and the world, CAs are in good, high-paying jobs. But the boss for a CA is a MBA who comes from IIM, ABC or Oxford, Harvard. Why? The knowledge a CA has is 10x, 10 times what MBA has. The problem is what? Communication and managing a team. Communication and managing. Meaning, if I call an MBA today and tell, if Badri is an MBA, come Badri, make a presentation here. I'll give him 2 minutes topic. Takkan murchano. He'll finish the presentation in 5 minutes and go. But if I call a qualified CA today, they still have stage fear in the class. They still have stage fear on stages. They are scared to talk in front of a mic. The communication is very bad. Meaning, if I leave the class as it is for next 6 months, Badri will not know your name. Madhavan. Madhavan or the class Badri will not know. Like this, I will use Tamil here and there. Is that fine? Okay, very little. So Badri will not even know that Madhavan is a student of this class. Because we do not network. I am not saying come here, let's have a party. No. Networking is important in this field. Because tomorrow after 10 years, Badri might be a CA with 5 years of experience in a good company. Madhavan might be a CA in some other company. If Badri is looking for a new job, he needs whose reference? Madhavan's reference in that company, correct? You need to build your professional network, which is very important. I have friends, sir, my Facebook friends, my Facebook friends count. I have 5,000 friends in Facebook, 2,000 Instagram followers. Are they going to help you? No. How many of you have Instagram account? Instagram, straight Instagram. I'm also there. No, nothing to worry, guys. I'm not going to say don't use. You use it. Very good. How many of you have LinkedIn account? LinkedIn. 1, 2. That's it. Okay. The difference is I am not going to ask you to stop using Instagram. Now, sonnalu you're not going to follow. You use. I also use. Everybody uses it. Sir, I am using Instagram every day for 4 hours, sir. Sir, very less, sir. 6 hours. Doesn't matter. Use for how much ever time you want. Okay. I want you to, today's homework for you all is to go home and create LinkedIn account. That's it. Your homework is to create LinkedIn account and send me one follow request on LinkedIn. I'm joking, guys. I don't want followers, but you just create an LinkedIn account. That is your homework today. Why? Instead of going and putting a like for Samantha's photo, you go and put one like for Sundar Pichai's post. Are you able to follow, guys? Instead of putting a like for Rashmika or putting a comment in Rashmika's post, then you will put screenshot. Rashmika liked my comment, sir. Instead of doing that, you go and comment on, let's say, Elon Musk's post on LinkedIn, or you go and comment on head of, or ITC or head of Bajaj in India. Okay. Why? Reason being, LinkedIn is actually a platform that students will not enjoy much. Honestly, you will not enjoy. The content you see here is not reels. It's going to be about the business industry, how business is growing, what are the new trends, what is happening in the AI world, all those things. Yesterday, I saw that in LinkedIn that one new AI tool has come, which is being built. ChatGPT is nothing compared to that. That it can shoot an entire 3 hours movie, AI itself. A movie as good as, let's say, Ponniyin Selvan releasing today. As good as that. Okay. That, and the best part about that, what they are predicting in the next 3 years is that the movie will have different ending based on the viewer. That means if Badri is watching the movie on Netflix, Netflix knows the kind of person Badri is, correct? Everybody having Netflix Prime account, Hotstar, when you not having OTT, sir, or at least you used it once. When you log into it, each of you get a different movie suggestions. Why? Based on your interest. For example, if Badri is a fan of Alia Bhatt, he will get watch Dear Zindagi movie with Alia Bhatt's face as icon, so he will click and watch. That's how AI works on the back end. So what they are predicting is, if a new movie comes, if Badri clicks on that movie, AI generated movie, story will be different in such a way that Badri likes it. Same thing if Madhavan clicks on it, Madhavan's action na pudikkum. Okay. The movie AI will change the same movie name to a different content which Madhavan will like. That is what is being planned by Netflix for the next 3 years. This knowledge you will not get on Instagram. I'm just giving you one example. You will not get on Instagram, you will get it on LinkedIn. So if you're spending 4 hours on Instagram every day, I want you to spend only 5 minutes. I think 5 minutes is not a big deal. 5 minutes on LinkedIn. Start building your professional community. Don't go and fight in comments in LinkedIn. Okay. No, you're building your professional brand. Very important. Okay. When you go for a job, believe me, the company will scan your social media history. In school, 9th standard, what comment you put, they will search and they will try to understand what kind of person you are. So you have to be very careful of your social media presence. Now come back to the subject. So we have what? Sale of Goods Act. Are you all able to follow, guys? Understanding? Okay. So Sale of Goods Act. Like this, let's say you take a loan from the bank. I took a small loan, sir, from the bank. I didn't repay. What the bank will do? They will take your collateral, they will fight, all that will happen. That power is given to the bank through an act called Indian Contract Act. We have separate acts called SARFAESI, all that, but basic contract power is called Indian Contract Act, which year? 1872. School you studied partnership. Partners have fights. How do you solve the fight between partners? Indian Partnership Act 1932. Are you able to follow, guys? So law is there because there is a problem. If you guys want, you can turn on the fans. You want the fan? If you want it, you can put the switch. It's here and there. Okay. So whenever you want, just put the fan. Just giving you the option. Okay. It will not affect how you are able to hear. There is mic, so it will speaker. It will be clear. So we have the syllabus. So first, let's write down the syllabus in your law note. I asked you to get 2 notes because one for law, one for accounts. So why sir 2? I got only 1. Then you have to manage today. Okay. Write down. And don't worry about that communication. I told you about Agarwal Eye Hospital. In our class, we are not going to learn only the subject. I will also help in the next 5 to 6 months for your communication to get better, for your presentation skills to get better. We will have a lot of group and team activities. I will split you all into teams where you are sitting today. After a few days, I am going to mix everybody's places. Okay, so don't think I am going to sit with my friend and all. We will mix. We will have team activities. You will come here and make presentation over the next few months. So all that will happen because I want you to improve your communication in the class itself. Okay. Now write down in your book syllabus and split that into a chart of 5. Split it into 5 parts. Split into 5. No space, sir. Then you can do it like this if you want. Split into 3 and bring these 2 down so that you can fill however you want into 5. We are writing our syllabus for law. Totally it's for 60 marks. 60 marks out of 100. Paper 2. 60 marks. Leftmost extreme. Write down Indian Contract Act 1872. Roughly around 20 to 25 marks in exam. Can be more, can be less. It's only a rough. Sir, it came for only 18 marks, sir. You'd lied to me in class. It's a rough estimate. Purida. It's an average. Virat Kohli's average is 50. He got duck out. You can blame the average. No, it's like that. Next, second one. Second one. Sale of Goods Act 1930. Around 12 to 15 marks in exam. Sale of Goods Act 1930, 12 to 15 marks. Clear? Third one, the Indian Partnership Act 1930. The Indian Partnership Act 1930. Just checking if you're all attentive. Okay. 1932. Do not blindly copy what I'm writing. Okay. I want you to focus. Good. How many of you wrote 1930? Good. But on the 02 I didn't want you to strike on first day. So no, nothing to worry. Okay. 1932. Clear, guys. Next. Forgot, important. 12 to 15 marks. 12 to 15 marks. Next. Companies Act 2013. The Companies Act 2013. 6 to 8 marks. 6 to 8 marks. This act, the Companies Act 2013, will remain with you all your life. Foundation only 6 to 8 marks. Inter Companies Act is for 60 marks. Final Companies Act is for 100 marks. In the current syllabus, there are talks, media thing on new syllabus is coming. When it comes, we will deal with it. Now let's not worry about it. Vanda pathakalam. Okay. But even if it comes, it's going to be part of your exam. You cannot be without learning Companies Act. Clear? And last one, Limited Liability Partnership, also known as LLP. Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008, 3 to 6 marks. Limited Liability Partnership Act, LLP Act 2008, 3 to 6 marks. This is our syllabus. I will be starting, of course, with the Indian Contract Act. Next 1 month or even more than that, we will be discussing only Indian Contract Act, because I will tell you why. We had one act. It was called Indian Contract Act. Abbreviation I am using. Okay. Indian Contract Act from 1872. From 1872. In the year 1930 and in the year 1932, the number of transactions of goods and number of partnerships in business increased. So when something increased, for example, to give you an example, let's say your family grows. You first, let's say you're a family of father, mother, then 4 kids. You stayed in a 2 BHK. Now everybody grew up and they're getting married. Will you still stay in the same 2 BHK? If it's joint family, you will shift to a bigger house, or some family members will live independently outside. Correct? Same way, as the act grew and more issues started coming up, the Sale of Goods Act and Indian Partnership Act were initially part of Indian Contract Act. Sale of Goods Act and Indian Partnership Act. Ada Taniya irthittu in the year 1930 and 1932, they moved and became an independent house, independent act. Are you able to follow? So if you study the Indian Contract Act, you understand the basics of the other acts. Don't worry, I'm using a lot of terms. I will make it familiar for you very soon. It's all common sense. Clear, guys? Done? Able to follow? Okay. This is our syllabus. Let me give you let me illustrate a few terms for you guys. In your school textbook, if I tell you, take this concept in school, for example, business studies, if I say, take the concept of planning chapter, will you take it immediately or will you search for 20 minutes? Immediately. Economics, if I tell you, take which page GDP is explained, you will take the book, take it immediately. Why? How you are able to immediately identify? Because of familiarity and first time I am taking the book, sir. Can you still find out soon? Using what? Index. Index என்ன கொடுத்திருப்போம்? Page number. Correct. Concept, in the concept is in which page number. Correct. So page number is important in school. For even though you don't give it that important. Same way in law, we have one big document which runs into pages. Okay. How do I communicate a concept to you? I will teach the concept to you in class. But later, how do I refer to that concept? I need what? I need a page number. But in law, that concept is called section number. Are you all able to follow, guys? Concept is called what? Section number. So we will be having many section numbers, but don't worry, in foundation it is not mandatory and not necessary to remember what? Section numbers. We will not remember in foundation. It's the opposite in interclass. Companies Act has 1 to 470 sections. Inter students, I will make them remember. But foundation, not necessary. I will not insist on section numbers. Clear? We are only focusing only on the concepts. Clear till here, guys? So we are almost done with 1 hour of class till now. What did I learn, sir? In the 1 hour, what did I study? For exam point of view, nothing. Nothing from this is going to come in the exam. You are just understanding what is the syllabus, what we are going to study, how the class will go on. Are you all able to follow, guys? Now let me straight away get into the first act. Which one? Indian Contract Act 1872. 1872. Even if you are wearing a mask, I think you can talk. Correct? So Indian Contract Act 1872. Now let me start off with this act with 3 small examples. Okay. Let's take different students. I will be using a lot of student names for examples. Lots. For all the examples, I will take your names only. Okay. If you are feeling offensive, sir, don't use my name. Please come and tell me. Because in the previous batch, I used multiple student names. Some students adhigama use pannu. If I remember, whom I remember. Okay. Then the student after the class went and complained. Sir is using my name in class, sir. So if you have some that kind of reservations, let me know. I will not reveal in the class. I will not use your name. If anybody is like that. Okay. Next to Badri, who's that? Mitansh. Okay. Mitansh, tell me some of your friends' name. Shan. S-H-A-N. Okay. Shan and Mitansh are friends. Okay. Today what movie is releasing? PH2. How many of you are going? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I am going night show or evening show, guys. Class I can't leave. Okay. Evening night show. Okay. Now Mitans and Shan plan to go for the movie, and after the movie they plan to go for dinner. They are planning lunch show, noon show. Class will get over at 12:30. We will go for 3 p.m. show. Before the movie, let's have lunch and go for the theatre. Shan is asking Mitansh, or Mitansh is asking Shan, what about the tickets? Shan is saying, no problem. We'll go to theatre. Somebody outside will be selling in black. We'll buy and go. I want to watch first day this movie. So Mitansh said, okay, fine. So Shan called Mitansh. Now Mitansh's phone is in the bag. He didn't pick itself. In the break time, Mitansh saw the phone. He responded to him. Okay, let's go for lunch and let's go for movie. Which restaurant do you guys go for lunch? Sir. Sangeeta. Okay. I didn't want to use Sangeeta, but okay. Sangeeta, Sarnavavan. They plan to go to Sangeeta. Everybody knows Sangeeta. Non-Chennai students also you will know soon, very soon, because it's a close hotel. You will go there for breakfast. Okay. So Sangeeta, you are planning to go for lunch. After class, what happened? Mitansh told, I will come. He went home and he slept. Shan is waiting where? In Sangeeta. Mitansh didn't pick up the phone. Mitansh woke up only at 6:30 in the evening. Shan called him some 30 times, sent him some 10 messages. Mitansh didn't reply. Shan travelled all the way from, let's say, Sholingalur of Chennai, and he came. For example, okay. So half an hour he had journey or 1 hour journey and he came. He got disappointed and went back home. This is one example. Okay. Example number 2. Here I can't use student's name. We are talking about husband and wife. Okay. Husband and wife. Wife asked husband, let's say 10th May upcoming 2023 is our 30th anniversary. Please give me some gift. What gift are you going to give me? Husband said, hey, I forgot it's 30th anniversary. What gift do you want? Wife said, anything you can get me. Get me one new Louis Vuitton handbag. Okay. Those who don't know Louis Vuitton, it's a brand of handbag where one handbag starts from 2 lakhs only. Okay. Louis Vuitton had a unique functionality. When I went first time to Louis Vuitton showroom, when I went to Bangalore, one showroom was there in Louis Vuitton. So I don't have the money to go buy that, guys. I just went there. Okay. Then I went there with my wife. Hey, I'm married, first of all. I'm married, guys. So I don't know if I look married. I went there with my wife. Okay. So then I was not familiar about all these brands. I went to Louis Vuitton. Then she took a handbag and told, this is nice. Can you buy this? I thought, okay, 5,000 or 10,000. I was searching for the rate card. Rate card is not there. Then I thought tag is not there. I called the, staff. That staff is like one hero, movie hero. Full is wearing specs, full of haircut panni, then he called, I was looking at him like this. I asked him, that to Bangalore also. Where is the price tag? I asked him. Then he looked at me. Then my wife said, hey, Louis Vuitton showroom, products will not have a price tag. Then how will buy? I said, whatever you like, you have to take it to the billing counter and give the card. They will swipe and give 2 lakhs or 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs. So that's the kind of that brand. So that means people who go there for shopping will not see. Money should not be a problem for them. That is the whole concept. So wife asked husband for Louis Vuitton. Husband said, no problem. I will get it for you. One handbag of Louis Vuitton. Husband promised whom? On which day? Today, 28 April. In class only. Okay. Now, third example. Let's say some other student. Let's take yourself. Vani Shri. Can I call Vani? Short. So I'll write short. Okay. So Vani wanted to buy a new car after clearing CA. So with the first month's salary, she went to Hyundai showroom and she placed the order for i20 car. So after 5 years, i30. Okay. She placed the order for i30 car in Hyundai showroom. First month salary she is getting 50,000, 1 lakh, whatever it is. She can't buy the car. She wanted to buy on EMI basis. Her dream is to buy a car. She can pay now. What's the big deal? She is getting salary, job is in hand. So she bought what? Hyundai car, and she transferred immediately 50,000 first month salary as advance down payment and took delivery of, was planning to take delivery of the car. Hyundai told, I will give delivery. Hyundai also delivered the car. Or Hyundai, let's say, did not deliver the car yet. Okay. They said we will deliver to you in 2 weeks time. Able to follow, guys? 3 examples. In all the 3 examples, what's common? Promise first. Mitansh promised Stan he will come for lunch and movie. Husband, wife, husband promised to wife. Here Hyundai promised to deliver the car in 2 weeks. What else is common? Sorry? Agreement, contract, general time, what time? I will do this within some time. Here I will come in few hours. Here I will deliver, I will give a gift on anniversary. Here I will deliver in 2 weeks. Then, sorry? And the example is only no. Failed to keep up the, okay, here Mitansh failed to come for lunch. Here husband also, assume on 10th May, did not give what? Louis Vuitton, did not know the price, so simply promised. Here also, assume Hyundai did not deliver, failed to deliver the promise. Okay, next. I was waiting. In all the 3 examples, we have 2 parties. We have minimum 2 parties. Okay. Now, in the first case, Mitansh did not go for lunch. Mitansh did not go for the movie. Shan got angry. Can he go to the police station and file a complaint on Mitansh? Why? Sir, friend, sir. Can he do it if he wants to do it? Will police accept that case? Why? Okay, they wrote WhatsApp this message or they sent email to each other. Written. No. Why? He is saying not legally enforceable. That means assume Shan went to the police station to file a complaint. Will police accept this case? That means legally this case is not valid. Court ku varada for this. Okay. Second, 10th May came, 30th anniversary. Husband came home. Wife asked, where is the Louis Vuitton handbag? Husband said, sorry, I forgot. I got different handbag. This is 10,000 rupees. Good handbag. Wife is saying, wife got angry. Husband, wife started fighting. Now wife went to the police station to file a case on the husband for not gifting Louis Vuitton handbag after promising on WhatsApp also. Can she file a case? Will the police accept it? What will the police tell? First, what he will tell? Why are you involving me in your family problems? In Tamil translation, okay. But otherwise, will the police accept the case? No. Even if you give whatever you go and demand there, police will tell, sorry, I won't accept the case. Third, Hyundai promised to deliver in 2 weeks. After 2 months also, Vani didn't get the car. Will you be angry, Vani? Now 5 years, kastapattu padchittu, first salary I bought car so that I will go take it to my house. But 2 months you are delaying. What you will do? You will fight. They are not responding properly. You will go file a case that I paid the money. They are not delivering on time. This case will the police accept? I didn't teach you law. This is an exam question. This is also an exam question. This is also an exam question. In exam, they will use X, Y, A, B, Ram, Sham, like that. All these 3 are 3 exam questions. I didn't teach you anything. I just gave you example. You answered with common sense. Everybody has common sense. 100% yes, correct. Law is all about common sense. I am not talking about 6th sense, sir. IQ should be high. Decent IQ, average IQ, sir, I am having. Enough to clear CA. You should have, this is all about common sense. Apply your common sense. If you are in that situation, what you will do, what will happen. That's all entire 60 marks of law is. Are you all able to follow, guys? Hello? Yes. Loudly, guys, I can't hear you. Yes. We're going to be very loud. Next class, Inter is going on. CA Inter. They should come and complain if reduce your volume. Okay. So I want you all to be very loud, guys. The energy I can give you is what you give me. It's a reciprocation. Able to follow. So in these 3 examples, one more thing, I will scribble a lot like this. I think by now you already know, but that's the flow. That's how I teach. If somebody has, sir, I'm having Urmari Pata, I'm feeling like this. What to do? Don't worry. In a few weeks, it will become fine. You will get used to it. Okay. Able to follow, guys. This is what I mean by running notes. You will keep taking these examples because book doesn't have this example. They will straight away start with the first concept. Keep taking running notes. You also have to scribble in your note. Sir, I will copy from my friend. What you write, only you will understand. This only I will understand. I will take photos, sir. After 10 days, onume puriyadu. and that photo will remain as a photo in your phone. No. So what's common in all these three examples? Two parties. Here we had Mitansh and Shan. Here husband and wife. Here Vani and Hyundai. Okay. Now in in all the three cases, one party asked the other party for something, and the other party agreed to it first up. I agreed to come for lunch. I agreed to give the gift. Husband agreed to give the gift. Hyundai agreed to deliver the car. So one party asked for something, other party agreed to it. If I change the example, Vani paid 50,000 and Hyundai told, I will give you the car only after 3 months. Now can she file a case? Because I never agreed to deliver in 2 weeks. If you assume in your head, I cannot help you. Correct? So the thing is, in all the three cases, one party asked for something, other party agreed for it. Correct? That means we have what? We have an agreement. We have an agreement which both the parties have agreed to something. Such an agreement here can be oral through call he communicated, or through WhatsApp, through message. Message means writing, correct? Is WhatsApp evidence in court? We will discuss that later. Is it evidence? Yes. Screenshot is not evidence. WhatsApp chat is evidence. Sir, I did delete for everyone, sir. How we will find out? We will discuss all of this. All of this we will discuss. Here also, wife asked the husband for something. Husband told, okay, I'll give. There is an agreement. Here it may not be in writing. Orala pesirpang. They would have spoken orally. Clear? Whenever I say something in Tamil, instant English automatically will come in flow. So don't worry. Okay. Third, Vani and Hyundai. Is it oral? Written. They wrote, they had a contract, they signed that car. So agreement can be both oral or in written. Agreement, whether I can take it to the court or police station, is separate. So what we have learned now what you have learned is relevant for exam. There has to be an agreement. Agreement is between how many people? Can I have an agreement with myself? For example, Mitansh is saying, I will go and have lunch today. If I don't have lunch today, I will punish myself. Can you say that? Agreement is with somebody else. You are agreeing to somebody. That's called an agreement. Correct? If I tell myself, that's not an agreement. Correct? So agreement should have two people, two parties, and at the same time, the agreement can be oral or. Can I take the agreement to court? Hello? Okay. This example, Sangeeta example, Mitansh and Shan, they wrote, WhatsApp, they wrote and mail. Can I take it to police station? Are you able to follow? So not necessary, it has to be written. What if, I'm changing the example, Vani and Hyundai example, Vani paid the money, Hyundai said I will deliver, but everything happened orally. They are yet to sign anything. Vani gave the money, Hyundai said they will promise to deliver the car. Now can she go to the court? Yes or no? Hello? Yes or no? How many of you yes? Hands up, hands up. How many of you no? Not possible. Okay, we will see that. We will see that in some time. So now, assume all the three are in writing, the three examples. You can take only the, which example? Hyundai example can be taken to what? Court. Correct? Why? Because there is. What if it's not a company? Basically, on the car issue, court will accept that case. Correct? Police station, if you go, they will give you the FIR copy for that. That means that is a case which the court accepts. That means legally it is valid. Correct? So, the three agreements we just now saw, I will classify them into three buckets or three parts. Social agreement, domestic agreement, commercial agreement. You tell me which example is which. Social agreement is which example? Sangeeta, Prince, correct? Domestic agreement, husband and wife. Commercial agreement, that means there is a commercial element in the agreement. Intention to earn what? Money. Correct? Intention to earn money. In the friends thing, there is no intention to earn money. In the domestic thing between husband and wife, there is no intention to earn any money or profits. Are you all able to follow, guys? Hello? Perfect. So, these two are not legally enforceable. Not legally enforceable. Correct, guys? Which I didn't tell me, you only already told me. Correct? You told me about that. What about this? What about this? It is legally enforceable. Are you able to follow, guys? Understanding, all of you? Okay. You will all be receiving a material. I will talk about that sometime later. Okay. It is legally enforceable. Done, guys. So, can I summarize that an agreement is nothing but two parties agreeing to something, correct? One party asked for something, other party accepted or gave his consent for it, correct? Can you give me a different word for asking the other party something? For example, demand. Why his wife demanding the handbag from husband? Demanding after anniversary, before anniversary, requesting. In the same Mitansh and Shan example, Shan asked Mitansh or he forced him to come. One more term for asked. He requested something which starts with O. He offered him, hey, come, let's go for lunch and movie today. He offered him. So he offered whom? Mitansh, and Mitansh accepted or agreed to it, correct? So agreement is nothing but offer plus acceptance. It can be either oral or written, because three examples, each example was different, correct? It can be oral or written. So the first equation, not a formula, guys. They will not ask all these equations in exam. We are not in maths class. Concept. So agreement is an offer plus acceptance, which has to be in oral or written. Are you able to follow, guys? To give you other colloquial examples to understand this better. In a movie, hero will, in every movie, guys, movie, hero will ask what? Heroine. Then heroine will tell, yes. Hero made the offer. Heroine accepted. They entered into an agreement. Able to follow? Every movie is done. Sir, I don't even watch movies. You would watch one movie. In that movie also it will be there. Indian movies common, correct? So, agreement, do not restrict it to subject. It happens in your day-to-day life. You want to go out, say, you're saying weekend, you're asking your parents, I want to go weekend for a trip. You asked your parents, you offered them, I want to go. You're asking them, I want to go for a trip. Your parents accepted. You have now entered into an. Tomorrow your parents are saying, no, don't go. Can you file a case? Why? Domestic agreement. Are you able to follow, guys? Can you tell me more examples for domestic, social, commercial? I'll give you one more example. You went to a nearby grocery shop. I'm not talking about big grocery shops. Near your house, small grocery shop where you've been going from childhood, where you buy chocolate, pen, stationery, lace chips. Today you went and bought 120 rupees lace chips. You told them, I'll do Google Pay scan. When you scan, Google Pay did not work. By the time you already opened and you started eating, what you will do? I know that Anna very well. You told I will pay tomorrow I'll pay. He said, yeah, please pay tomorrow, no problem. You went home, you forgot to pay. Then after 10 days, again you went to the shop. He's saying, sir, he also forgot. He also forgot. After 6 months, he suddenly remembered one day. Hey, this fellow bought lace, he forgot to give money. He's asking you 20 rupees. You are saying, hey, when did I take the lace? Don't like try to take advantage of me just because you know me. You both entered into a fight. Can he file a case on you? You didn't pay the money. Can he file a case on you? How many of you know? How many of you yes? Okay, same example. Today you bought the lace. Tomorrow you are going to make the payment. You didn't pay. Shopkeeper is asking, give me 20 rupees. You are saying for what? You also forgot in one day itself, like subject. Okay. Now the shopkeeper is asking 20 rupees. You are saying, no, I didn't buy anything from you. Don't cheat me. Shopkeeper got angry. He wants to file a case on you. Can he file? That means I can go to shop, buy goods, go home and not pay. Can I do that? Then, if you do this, go to a restaurant, eat food, tell them I will come back and pay, you leave and you don't come back. What the restaurant will do? They'll file a. Then why are you saying you can't file they can't file a case? Hello? You don't have the CCTV camera recording you sat on the table, you ate fully and you left. CCTV camera recorded. Shopkeeper, street there is CCTV camera. Okay, now, can he file a case? Shopkeeper restaurant, can they file a case? But it's not in writing. It's oral both. Restaurant also bill kurta, but you didn't sign. You didn't take it. You left before. You said hand wash and you left. Now, can they file a case? Now, when I'm asking all these things online, live and recording, some of you are watching recording also. I'm talking to the students of future. Online, live and recording. All this time, I don't know if you guys practiced it, what I told. I want you to answer to yourself. I asked the question, can they file a case? Here students said yes or no. If you are just looking at my face, by now you would have slept. I want you to answer and say yes, no, in your house. Are you following online live? Hello? What thumbs up? Can you unmute and tell me yes sir? I don't like all this thumbs up guys. I want you to unmute and tell yes sir. What is the chart? Yes sir. Unmute and talk to me. Online live. Okay. Sir, I didn't set up mic. There is no headphones. Today I will exempt. By tomorrow's class, buy one headphones and connect to the system. It's not expensive. How much guess headphones? Cheap headphones. 100 rupees we will get. Sir, 100 rupees we will not get. I will tell you where to get. You go to Egmore railway station or Central railway station. There you will get for 50 rupees. 50 rupees share auto or bus. 50 rupees you will get for headphones. I am sure you all have guys online live. So, connect it tomorrow, test it. All the online live 10 students who are watching, I want you to interact. Unmute and tell yes sir. Okay, whenever I ask you, keep repeating in your house. Your parents should come and ask with whom you are talking. Watch the class. Tell them I am talking to sir. Okay. So, in this case, restaurant can file a case. Shopkeeper also can. Shopkeeper filed a case against you for buying lace and not paying. Went to the court, high court, hearing for lace chips, 20 rupees. Who will win the case? The judge will ask evidence. Where is the evidence? What shopkeeper will tell? Hey, he came and bought that day. Court will tell evidence. CCTV footage, evidence. CCTV footage not there. Traffic lights not there, not working. He came in the night. No. No other evidence. Eyewitness, nobody is there. So that time, if evidence is not there, who will win the case? Consumer. Shopkeeper will lose. That's why they will tell Yeldi Vanga. They will say get it in writing. That means what we have learnt now, agreement which is oral also is valid and can go to the court, can be taken to the court. That means this Vani's example, what we saw, Vani and Hyundai, even if they had an oral agreement, Vani can go to the court. Vani can go to the court. But who has to give evidence in the court? Vani. Are you able to follow, guys? So what all we have learned till now? Let's summarize once. First we understood what is an agreement. Involves how many parties? Loudly guess, how many? There's going to be an offer and one party asking other party. We call it asking, requesting, anything. But exam we will use the term offer. Other party accepts the offer. Super, correct? Then once one party offers, another party accepts, it becomes an. Such an agreement can be in oral or written. That's all we learned for exam. I summarized in last 30 seconds. That's all relevant for exam. Now if I give you examples, you should be able to tell me, is this agreement, can I take it to police station or not? I'll give you multiple examples now. You ordered food on Swiggy, cash on delivery. Food came home, Sunday lunch, biryani. Then you're telling, hey, I won't pay. Whatever you want to do. You're telling a Swiggy delivery person, I will not give the money. You collected the food, went home, locked the door. What he'll do? Can he file a case? Because you offered Swiggy for what? Food. They accepted the order. Order accepted in Varda. In Zomato and Swiggy. They accepted. Agreement is made with a commercial intention. They can file a case if you don't keep up your promise in the agreement. Because both parties have promised to each other. In Swiggy example. Correct? In the Hyundai example also, Vani promised to pay. Hyundai promised to deliver. That means in all the cases, both the parties are promising something to each other. Let me give you more common day-to-day examples. You wanted to come to class today morning, took an auto and came. How many of you came in auto today? And me. Okay. You came in auto. After getting down the class, we are saying, a student means free, you are coming here. Will the auto guy be quiet? He doesn't know case and all. He will fight with you over that. But can he file a case? Yes or no? So can you give me more examples for agreement from day-to-day life that you know? I will wait. We have 50 plus here. I don't know the count, but looks like around 50. Online we have about 10. Online can unmute. Hello. Paying back the loan now. Okay, paying back the loan. I took the loan, I didn't pay back. Can the bank file a case on me? Yes. Can you tell me something for social and domestic? Social means with your friends, community, strangers, like that. Domestic means house with family members. Rent payment is a commercial. Today evening there is a match, 7 o'clock. So you and your brother, siblings are fighting. Who needs the TV remote? So your brother or sister told you, don't worry. Today 7:30 I will give you the TV remote. 7:30 he didn't give the remote. Can you file a case? It's what agreement? Domestic agreement. Like this I want more day-to-day things that you do in your life. Domestic. Give me more examples. Taking cash from, don't repay. You cannot sue. That is a commercial agreement. Because the intention is commercial. You take money, you have to repay. Correct? If he wants, he can sue you. Okay. Yes. You forgot your wallet when you went out with your friends, okay? You promised to pay. Okay, so she's saying, I forgot my wallet when I went out for restaurant. I told I will pay, but I forgot I couldn't pay. So who will pay? Friends. You have to repay them because it's your treat. That's what you're trying to say. That becomes a commercial law. Okay. Anything else? Commercial means involves money, guys. There is some element of commercial element. When repayment comes, it becomes commercial. Tell me other things. Domestic, social, between. The intention matters. The intention. Exactly. So in class you don't have pen. So you took it from your neighbor, front row or back row, you took the pen. By mistake you took the pen and went home. Pen got lost as usual. Okay. Now, next day, your friend is asking for the pen. You are saying, sorry, I lost it. Can they sue you? It's a social agreement. while giving itself, if the intention was that, now kudukumbodhu solnu, I should tell, if you don't give the pen back, I will take money from you. Then they can sue you. Are you able to follow, guys? So we have classified now agreement into three buckets. Social, domestic, commercial. Clear, guys? Agreement is what plus what? Acceptance. Two types of agreement, oral and written agreement. Clear? Now the next thing, when is an agreement, when can I take it to the court? We just now discussed. If it is commercial, that means can I say commercial agreement plus court has to accept this case? That means legally enforceable. I don't even have to write the word commercial. Agreement plus legally enforceable na commercial agreement. Agreement plus legally enforceable becomes a contract. Now only I am introducing the term for you, contract. So agreement plus, if something is legally enforceable, it becomes what, guys? Contract. Are you all able to follow, guys? To explain this, we took so much time. Agreement plus legally enforceable becomes a contract. Superb. Can contract be oral? Can agreement be oral? So if agreement can be in oral, contract also can be in. Correct? No? Are you able to follow? I will give you a classic example. Before Swiggy and Zomato came, how did you order food? Directly from the home delivery, I am asking. Before Zomato, Swiggy, who was doing home delivery? Domino's Pizza. That time pizza was the only food industry or food cuisine which was doing home delivery. Remember, guys? See, Zomato, Swiggy came 10 years back. Do you remember before Zomato, Swiggy how you ordered food? I can't use this example after 5 years. They will not know. But now I am presuming you guys know. You used to call Domino's Pizza and tell, I want this order. He will also note down. Now he is coming to your house and delivering. You are saying, na order panla. He didn't record the call. That time no call recording, landline. Now can he sue you? Yes or no? Yes. It is an agreement, commercial agreement between. It's an oral commercial agreement. It is legally enforceable. It's a contract. He can sue you. But the problem is evidence. Police will give FIR. It will go to the court. Case is filed, but they cannot win the case because they don't have what? They need to get the call recording. They should call the telecom company. They should try to get the recording. If they can get that recording, then there is evidence. Are you able to follow, guys? All your calls get recorded. Do you know that? Sir, now on the phone la record click panla, sir. Even then it gets recorded. I'm not joking. Really, do you know that? Every single call that you talk with anybody, not on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is encrypted. Regular call. I'm going to use WhatsApp, sir. No. Regular call gets recorded and it's stored for a period of 2 years in the servers. That means what you spoke in the last 2 years is recorded. Nobody is going to listen to it. It's stored just in case it's needed for an emergency purpose with government approval. They will take that recording. Are you able to follow? Okay. So, agreement can be oral or. I understand why you are saying no, that oral agreement cannot be filed. You can't file a case. They can't win the case. But can you file a case if it's commercial? So that means what we have learned now, agreement plus if something is legally enforceable, it becomes a. Are you understanding? Now, I am going to write agreement plus becomes a contract. Agreement plus something becomes a contract. Agreement plus essential elements becomes a contract. Now follow very carefully. Agreement plus essential element becomes a contract. One of the essential elements is legally enforceable. Are you able to follow, guys? Purida. One of the essential elements. There are many more things that are needed. Agreement plus Few other things only will make it a contract. I did not want to teach this first and confuse you. I wanted to start with this basic because first thing you will tell me that I will go to police station. So we started in reverse. Agreement legally enforceable becomes a contract. That means essential elements has totally 10 points. One of those points is what? Legally. Are you able to follow? Understanding, guys? Are you able to follow? Clear? So now below this, write down. So what all you wrote now? I'm sure you would have written this. Agreement is equal to offer plus. Agreement can be oral or written. Then you would have also written types of agreements: social, domestic, and commercial. Social, domestic, not legally. Commercial, legally enforceable. Then I introduce you to agreement plus legally enforceable becomes a contract. Agreement plus essential elements becomes a, able to follow, guys. And one of the essential elements is, so now we are going to write down next heading, essential elements of a valid contract. Essential elements of a valid contract. I hope all of you are able to follow. Under this we have how many points? 10 points. To explain these 10 points, I will need 1 month. Not joking. 1 month. That means the next 1 month of our classes is going to be these 10 points. Each point is one chapter. Are you able to follow, guys? But I am just giving you the summary now. So whatever I am going to give the next 10 points, most of the points you will not understand what it means. I can't explain in the next 20 minutes because it's a content of close to 25 to 30 hours. Are you able to follow, guys? Clear? So essential elements of valid contract. First point, write down. This we finished. Intention to create a legal relationship. What is this? Legally enforceable. Just now we discussed, this is nothing but legally enforceable. Are you all able to follow, guys? Essential elements of valid contract. That means agreement plus these 10 points. If all the 10 are satisfied, it becomes a. Are you able to understand? I will give a gist about these points. Second point, 2 or more parties. This also you understood to an extent. There has to be at least 2 or more parties. 3, offer and acceptance. Offer and acceptance. 4, lawful consideration. You will not understand. You need to wait for a few classes. Okay. Lawful consideration. Point 4. Point 5. Lawful object. Lawful object. Point 6. Capacity to enter into a contract. Point 8. 7. Free consent. So we saw two or intention to create legal relationship, two or more parties, offer and acceptance, lawful consideration, lawful object, capacity to enter into a contract, free consent. 8. Certainty of meaning. Certainty of meaning. 9. Legal formalities. 10th one, last. Agreements not expressly declared as void. VOID. Agreements not expressly declared as void. 10 points done. How many points in this we finished? We just got introduced to the first three. First three itself has so much more that we have to see. First three only I just introduced. When you enter into an agreement, is there an intention to create a legal commercial relationship? Only then I can call it a contract. Of course, there has to be two or more parties. We have to see combination with 3 parties, what happens, 4 parties, what happens, and there has to be an offer and acceptance. I just introduced. We have so much more to see in this. Then you have another 7 points which I am yet to talk about. I am not going to talk about it now also. Okay. Don't get confused. Don't try to put some, effort to understand this. This is one part of a chapter. This is a part of a chapter. This is part of chapter. This is one chapter. This is one part of chapter. Clear? So by the time we finish 3-4 units, we will finish all this. Half of contract act will get over by the time these 10 points get over. Clear, guys? So what we have understood again now, agreement plus essential elements becomes a contract. Such a contract can be in oral or written. Now I'll make a statement. You tell me which is correct. All agreements are contracts. Option A. Option B. All contracts are agreements. Think and tell. How many of you option A? All agreements are contracts. Straight up. How many of you option B? All contracts are agreements. Simple. If I say all agreements are contracts, our example, husband-wife Louis Vuitton is an agreement. Is it a contract? Contract, I can take it to the court. I can sue you. Can be oral, can be written. Are you able to follow, guys? It is okay to make mistakes in class. Please participate and make 100 mistakes in class. Nothing will happen. Why? You made mistakes in school, unit test, half yearly, quarterly, failed sir in quarterly. What are you talking about? Does it affect you now? No. Your 12th board marks came up. It's going to come. After it comes, what is the use with it? What is the use? College admission. Those who want to go to college, good college, it is going to help you in admission. Others, gives you that status symbol. I got this much marks. Apart from that, there is use. You study now. Self-satisfaction. Exactly. Self-satisfaction. I got good mark. And that whatever you studied is going to come in your foundation. Maths, if you are a math student. Accounts, what you studied in school, we have a lot of those chapters in CA foundation, CA inter also. For example, did you study cash flow statement in school? All of you? CA inter syllabus. After you pass foundation, it comes in inter. So don't think the marks may not be useful, but the knowledge you gained is definitely useful. Okay, so I'll say honestly, marks on the college admission now. But like you said, your name, like Hari is saying, satisfaction, knowledge will help you in a long way. Clear? So all agreements are contracts. Can I say all contracts are true or false? Because agreement plus essential element only is contract. So all contracts are exam question for 2 marks. You are able to answer. That's it. Are you understanding, guys? Any doubts still here? So what all we learned again, guys? We just learned the basics. Agreement is, I want to repeat, guys, multiple. Agreement is offer plus acceptance. Agreement are how many parties? 2 parties. Who are the 2 parties? Can be any 2 people. Can it be 2 individuals? Individual and company, company and company, any 2 parties. Correct? Then agreement plus essential element becomes, and we saw 10 essential elements. First one is what? Intention to create a legal relationship. Second, 2 or more parties. 3, loudly, guys. First, intention to create a. Second, 3. Others we will see later. You wrote in notebook, we will deal with it later. Why, sir, you are making us repeat multiple times? I will also make you write 5 times. Not this, not today. We will have some definitions, which whatever I want you to remember, I will make you write 5 times, 7 times, 10 times in class. One of the memory techniques, not the only one. Why? Because if I ask you all, tell me A to Z without seeing, can you tell me? Why? How you can tell? You studied in LKG only, no? But do you still remember? Sir, what is this question, sir? Everybody can answer A to Z. What did you do in LKG and UKG for 2 years? On the A to Z, Tripi, you told how many times? 100 times, 1000 times, and repeated it so many times, it went into your subconscious. Today you will remember, it's in your conscious memory. We will read and repeat multiple times, it will go into your subconscious. Might look very silly, but trust me, it happens. We've done that for many batches, it will happen. We're not doing it today, it's going to happen. Okay. Second, coming to law material, accounts material, I will talk in accounts class. Coming to law material for exam, what should I study, sir? Okay. We are in the last 10 minutes before your break, so I will brief about this. If it's a question you are going to have. Okay. We are going to have 3 sources. Our base, our Bible, Bhagavad Gita and Quran is going to be ICAI study mat. ICAI study mat. Sir, should I buy a book from market, sir? Okay. There are so many books in the market, but I can give you an assurance that ICAI study mat is better than all the 1000 books you find in market. Much better. I take law class for inter also. I have my own law book for inter, 300 pages printed, available in market to buy. But I don't have a book for foundation. Not that I can't write. I didn't want to do it. I will not do it also. Foundation law book not needed. Why? ICAI study mat is excellent in content. Okay. You all registered. How many of you received the material? If you didn't receive, you will get it soon. Bring that material to class. We will not use it. But I will show you this concept is in which page. You will go home and read. I don't need the material to explain. Whatever we are learning is there in the book. So your primary source is what? ICAI material. Trust me on that. Excellent book. I will tell you, when you come to inter, I will tell you, inter also law book is there. I will tell you to get some book because it's very big, it's very hard. This is hardly, you have the book, you can just lift it. It's a small book, that's it. The small book and content hardly comes to 100 to 150 pages. Second source is your class notes. What you just wrote now, along with your running notes, and I will give you 1000 plus examples in the class. Today so we discussed at least 20 examples. Swiggy example, Louis Vuitton, husband, wife, all that. All these examples, keep writing in your note as running note. Helps you remember the concept because in the book, example is there. We discussed Swiggy, Zomato, WhatsApp. Bookla example will be A sent post to B. A sent telegram to B. Horse is there. Old 1950 examples. Able to follow, guys. So we have to update ourselves, keep writing examples. Third source, we will give you one printed material. You need to wait for about a week or 10 days because we have to see the count. Book is ready. I can give the soft copy, but you will get the book. Should be less than 75 pages or approximately 75 pages, which is going to be questions only. It's a summary of past exam questions, all the ICAI source questions, extra questions I have taken from other books. I have done the work for you, homework. I have read some many books, taken questions from that. Own questions which I framed, like the Swiggy example. All those questions put together, one material will be printed and given to you. That is questions for classroom discussion. Okay. So these are your three sources for law. And the most important thing is, how do I present my exam in the, how do I present the answer in exam? You should correct me, guys. Okay. Present answer in exam. That we will practice in class. Many questions. First I will make you write. Then I will tell you what type of questions will come in exam. How you have to write. I will give you guidance. You will all write. I will correct independently after the class. Give you feedback. Then we will conduct lot of tests. My only sincere request is to write these tests. I will tell you why later. Okay. Only thing is 12th standard, whether you liked or not, you wrote so many tests. Did you write so many tests, guys, in 12th standard? How many of you failed in school 12th unit, quarterly, half yearly? From LKG till 12th, edavadhu one exam I failed, sir. Does it affect you now? No. Same way, these class tests are only for practice. Virat Kohli getting out bowled in nets. Nothing is going to happen. Nobody cares. Only if he gets out in the World Cup finals, duck out, you will all get angry. Correct? That's the same thing. The same thing. Practice these tests to get bowled in the class. So that main exam, you will become strong. You are practicing. So we will have a lot of tests. Okay. I will talk about why tests are important with a beautiful example, not today. If I give all the examples today, nothing is left for tomorrow. Then this questions, then this ICAI study mat and class notes, you will keep seeing as we keep going. Now I just want to understand how many of you are here to split you into teams. We will do that in end the class, and we will have one student introduction today. Just one student introduction. Okay. How you are going to introduce yourself? Throughout the class, we will have sufficient breaks. You are all going to tell me your name, not from there. Where are you going to come? Here. Or if I can get you a mic from there, name, where are you from? Why did you take CA? You are going to come here and tell us. Sir, my parents forced it. My friend took. I wanted to earn. Honesty. I wanted to earn money. I wanted status, fame, whatever it is. What is your passion in life? Apart from studying, what you enjoy doing? Watching TV, playing cricket, or I'm a singer, sir. In one of the classes, we had a super singer attending foundation class. So she came and sang in the class. Okay. So what's your passion? Can be anything. I'm into gardening. One student told, I'm into gardening, sir. I like having plants in my house. Anything. Then what is your goal in life? For this, the answer should not be, my goal is to finish. I will not accept that answer. And the answer is not acceptable answer. Because everybody here, you are all here for what? To finish CA. What is the goal? Meaning, I will give you some examples. Examples should not be your answer. Okay. My goal, sir, I want to travel around the world. Sir, I want to be the CEO of Google, sir, in 20 years. Sir, I want to buy a Rolls Royce car. Sir, I don't want any money, sir. I just want to buy a house for my parents. I want to buy a car for my parents. Sir, I don't want anything, sir. I want to go home and sleep for 8 hours peacefully, sir. That's a goal. Sir, I want to be happy in life, sir. That's all. That is my goal. Can be anything. Your personal goal. Okay. So this you will all come and talk over here. Standard template. Don't make me repeat the question again. Put into the system. Now we will just split into teams. From this corner, how many of them are there, sir, total? இங்க உட்கார்ந்தது கவுண்ட் பண்ணலையா? Approximately if I say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, okay, we can divide into how many teams shall we split? 5 teams, okay, 6 teams, 1 2 3 4 5 6 for seating also. So number 1 2 3 4 5 6, hurry, 1 3 1, okay, 1 to 6 guys, 1 5 6 1 2 3 5 6 1 1 2 3. All the ones, raise your hand. All the ones. How many of them are there? All the ones, hands up. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So 6 now, see, almost 60 plus are there, 60 to 66. Okay. So all the ones are one team. All hands up, hands up. Look at each other. Look at each other in the class. Okay. Remember guys, because we will split into multiple teams. Sir, this is only team for next 6 months. No. I will keep changing the teams. Okay. For the time being, for the month of May, this is the team. Okay. So team 2. Look at yourself, everybody. Don't change guys, be honest, remember. Team 3, look at yourself, just scan, look at each other. 4 5 6, look at each other, just look at each other, look at your team members. Okay, fine. So now we will end the class with one student introduction. Any volunteers? Yes, please come over. Your name? Prarthna. So Prarthna is going to introduce herself today. With that, we will close that and go for breakfast and come back. Yes, please, Prarthna. You can just hold this mic over here and you can talk.
Hello guys, so I'm Prarthana. I'm from Shraddha. I just completed 12th grade. It's in Kottivakam. And why CA? I chose commerce just because I wanted to do CA, and plus my dad's a chartered accountant, so you could say I got inspired. And then my passion is I write poetry and I sing. I've been published in various magazines and online lit mags and an anthology. And then my goal in life is sounds cliche, but then I just want to be happy. And after I'm like 60 or something, I just want to like stay lazy forever, read books, and like go on drives, I guess. Yeah, that's it.
So thank you, Prarthna. So she introduced herself. I'm bringing her here because we have about 10 students watching online. For them also to see. Online students also will introduce. When they introduce, you can see them here when they turn the video on. So this is about it. Yeah. So this, any doubts you guys have before we go for breakfast break? Any doubts? Anybody? Feel free to ask me. No.